Hey everyone, and welcome to Community Builds 2 Week 16. I'm just gonna jump right into it. So I usually try and talk too much and end up messing my stuff up. So, first of all, we have an any lift. Um, all the way down to here. So, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have sworn we had a couple more. There's the Cessna, and then there might be something else. I'll look through in a second. But either way, this is a updated drawing machine by Surefire Clamp. It is a vanilla build. It allows you to draw on a digital canvas using a cursor. Really? 2 years ago, after watching Han's video on his radar guided artillery platform. That's cool. See, that's one thing I could never get into was the programming. Um, credit him. Big box. Black. Heat. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is like. So it's like Microsoft Paint, but on the computer, I guess. Holy crap. Okay then. Let's jump on the front. Okay, I didn't check the controls. Did it show controls? Controls the cursor, applies, toggles, and clear. Okay. Okay, I see. So that's how you move it up and down. And oops, that was the wrong button. Okay, there we go. As I go up and hold the button, it should draw it, yeah. The things people come up with in this are just crazy. I've been waiting for something like this to come onto community builds, to be honest. Everyone's always showing, like, vehicles and stuff, but no one shows stuff like this, really. Probably because this stuff's really hard. So that one's on. Only those are like that. That. Okay. This kind of makes sense to me, just ever so slightly. Go all the way to the corner. Okay, how's that look? This thing's way over here. Wow, okay. And these are still turning to keep it in place, really? So the whole time it's... Whoa. So the whole time it's on, there's bearings turning to keep this in one spot, in the right spot. This looks like the input. No. The seat goes there and back there. That probably was like testing and stuff at first. This is really cool. I wanted to see this moving from inside, but... Oh. And then the other button should... There, yep. Cool. Oh, that is really, really interesting. But I have no idea how it works. But if you like little computerized kind of stuff in this, I highly recommend checking this out. This is actually pretty cool. And it works really well. Just a little slow. It'd be nice if it moved a little faster. Nonetheless, that's really cool. Okay. The next one is Little Explorers by Dusty Red 762. Excuse me. The black ones are 3 survival-friendly ones. No edits or anything. White ones are not survival-friendly. They use parts in survival that you cannot. So okay. So they're just, I guess, little bikes to explore on. Whoa! Hi! Okay. Those ones don't want to be looked at. So we will, start with these ones. This looks like some kind of like little skid steer kind of thing. I don't feel like reading all of this, so. Yeah, this looks like some kind of like... Hi there! Like a little skid steer kind of... I don't know what to call it. That's cool. Ah! I didn't even see that there. Oopsies. This just wants to lift the front wheels off the ground. It's fast, oh my god. This is going to cause a bit of an issue. That pipe there. But... yeah, like you glitch modded that. You could have glitch modded there. But... this is fast. And it actually handles pretty good. As the skateboard thing bounces around. Okay. Come here, come here, come here. No, 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 no. Up. There. Oh, it just goes. I guess this just goes. There's no power, no nothing. And it's just going. Okay. Well, I'm going to get rid of this before it goes too far. It's got pistons on it. I'm confused. Okay, what's this thing? Okay. Looks like a uni-wheel thingy. Oh, no, let me in. Let me in, let me in. Stop it. Okay, that seems to turn it. But I have no control other than that. And it just... yeah, like it's just going. This doesn't work too well. Seat doesn't do anything, I'm assuming, other than buttons. So it just kinda, yeah. This is really hard and, like, nerve-wracking to drive. Okay. No. Next one. Looks like there's another little chair thing, but smaller. What's this? Oh! Yeah, it's basically the same thing, it's small. And it doesn't want to turn. It's really funny, that looks hilarious. It doesn't want to turn. But that one little wheel down there is hilarious. Okay, well, since it doesn't want to turn, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Which is this white one. No, it's just going to. Okay. Why do all these just go on their own? It's kind of annoying. Probably using a slight glitch on the wheel to make it spin. They handle really good, though. Like, they're all really stable, they all handle pretty good, they go with decent speeds. It's just, that's not how things work. It just Makes my brain hurt. Okay, this one. Is it more normal? That. Oh, stabilizer. How does this one go? It's like... Okay, it's probably attached to the controller. Hence why it doesn't back up. Yep, okay. That makes sense. I've done that. Oh jeez. Come on. Just balance and go straight. This one doesn't like to work very well. What's the idea with the spring on the wheel? Pretty weird. It's funny. No, stop it. I find it funny how that just kinda wiggles back and forth to keep the bike upright. Fine. Okay. I think we've got one more. Yes. This looks really interesting. I don't know what to say other than that. Okay, so that's how it turns. Oh. Really? This handle's really cool. This is like a little hovercraft almost. This is really cool. I really like this one. This has probably become my new favorite little just get around thing. This is awesome. I've never thought of doing anything like that before. That's awesome. It's been... Oh jeez. Okay. I'm already nauseous as it is. I don't need to be making it worse. That thing's awesome. I really like that one. The imagination behind these is hilarious. And that thing, it just goes. If you make like a little track, made a road with like a curb around the edge, it would probably just follow along the track. And then you want to go somewhere, you just wait for the skateboard to come along and jump on it. Okay, the next one is Just Car by Ripsaw711. It is their newest car. It is outfitted with 12 piston suspension. One slams the car, apparently. I believe they used this in a race not too long ago. I don't watch other YouTubers really, but every now and then I come across like a few people were racing a few things like this. But this looks really good. Looks mean. It looks like one of those like mean American corridors, like a Charger or something. But I'm not sure what the back would be. Looks good. It looks like it'll be light. Big engine. What do you have for suspension? Let's check that out. Just simple piston, okay. I'm curious to see how that's going to work. Because it looks like you just have it set to a controller. And if it is, yeah, just set to a controller. So let's see how this does. I'm not expecting it to be great off-road. Oh. See, I never thought of using the pistons as an actual, like, suspension. I've never played around with the properties of them. To see, like, what they have for a spring rate one. Here, go. Alright, so let's see how this does on just normal driving. It's it seems really good until the pistons get compressed. And then it kinda understeers. Yeah, it's not too bad. It handles pretty good. That handles really good. Oh, yeah. I don't really know what else to say about it. Simple little interior. Oh, crap. Just gonna get back over there and move on to the next one. But it looks really good. Oh, I remember what I was gonna mention. You could strengthen the steering a little bit. I will explain that in a second. There we go. That works. Okay, so instead of having piston or spring and then a pipe, your steering bearing, and then an elbow, if you put your steering bearing, a T, and then your spring or piston to an elbow for your wheel, you can then have a tie rod with 2 extra bearings going across, attaching the wheels together. You still have then after that the simplicity. So okay, here. What I'm saying is, hold on. Just grab some more pipes. Do. Okay, so what I'm saying is stuck. I don't have a spring, of course not. Okay, so normally, so basically like this, you have your spring or piston, and then you go up, your bearing, and then your wheel. And if it was on the left, it would spin. But if you instead go like this, so you can now attach a tie rod here to the other wheel, and they are still fully independent. And like this, they're just, the steering is linked and stronger. That's all. Oops. As you can see, as there, it's just one. But anyways, moving on to the next. The next is a double-decker derby car. Okay then. Double-decker races are when you stack 2 cars up on top of each other. Then you make it so the car on top controls the steering and the car on the bottom controls the throttle. There's no communication between the 2 drivers. On top we have a Datsun 100A, a Satsuma from my son car. At the bottom they have a Crown Vic. Ooh, my dad used to build Crown Vics. It's kind of cool actually. It doesn't look too bad. Operated alone, break back, spud gun. Okay. So the normal thing, just it's been kind of remote control of that. Oh geez. Okay. So the top one is the main one to control. Test Drive Eve of Destruction has this, I believe. And then like trailer races and stuff. It's kind of funny. But either way, let's jump up here. Hold on, I want to look underneath this one first. Looks like, yep. Has their typical self-drive. This is what I meant with the steering on the other one. So you put this is more of a straight axle design, but you could also have it independent but set up the same way. This is exactly what I was talking about with the other car. But this is their typical real drive system, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. And then it looks like go. That one should be on. Hoping. Yep, okay. So, let's climb up top and see what happens. I'm gonna go on the other side since it's leaning. Okay. And this one on. Nope, don't need to. Oh, jeez. Let's just go. It's really tippy. This is really weird. Okay. That makes it kinda easier. Just how you tap it, it goes. Hit all the switches. We go. It's hard to keep the cursor on it. Oh, keep going. Ah, I keep hitting the thing by accident. That's really fun. I keep going, but I keep hitting the stop and go by accident. What do all the buttons do? I'm just gonna push all the buttons again. So it's just like lights and stuff. Probably the same up here. Surprised the ones up here were flashing. Turning on all the things again. Why are they flashing? Oh, are those the four ways? The headlights flash with the four ways? Okay. Anyways. Another great real drive. Another great real drive. That's just hilarious. But, as I said, I like how you put these bars here to make it look like it's actually held on where the wheels would go. That looks good. Just little details. I'm trying to figure out what to say about it without driving it, so it's too hard right now. I don't know. I recommend you checking this out. I recommend you downloading all of their vehicles. Stealthy Green makes some great vehicles. And if you like this one, I recommend checking out the other ones. But it's a derby car, so it's meant to be driven with other people. So, especially if you have other people to drive it with, definitely check it out. But, for now, as I said, I kept hitting that middle one and kept stopping. I want to get too annoyed. So, moving on to a front-wheel drive sedan by Is5Phone. It's been a little while since we got one from them, and they're always super detailed like this. They always look like a proper, good-looking car. Like, you've even got rolled down windows in this one. So, a front-wheel drive, 4-cylinder, turn signals, lights, LED and bi-xenon headlights. That's interesting. 4 seats with no doors, probably for lag. There's an engine. So break the hood. Break a hood? What if I break this hood? Just break a hood. Nothing is openable? Yeah, let's fly. Rear wheels. Also, oh, it has a slight bit of rear steer. Okay, that's cool. Front caster. Front rear caster. No. Mainly my suspension is on. Okay, that's cool. Thanks for that. I'll see what parts of it I did. This looks really good. Take it off the lift for a second so we can properly check it out on some flat ground. That looks really good. There's not much outer detail on the body, but just all the different angles and like it's angled and looks proper like a car, not boxy, bad like mine. Actually has body details. I like it. The interior looks really good too. That's usually my favorite part of your vehicles is what's underneath. Your interiors and whatnot are usually incredible. And this looks really good. It looks really comfy. Like, you even included the little speaker in the back. I forget what that's called. But the speaker under the grill in the back even, like, really, that's attention to detail. There's speedometer there. And I want to jump in and look at the interior, and then I'll look at the suspension. Little air filter there for the fan, probably. Again, I've got mods that are messing up, so the radio from Lord Payne isn't working. This looks really good. Looks like you used bearing there to get the seat to tilt properly. What seats are these? Those look really good. I really want to make a focus on this, but I don't know where to start. But this looks really good. Let's look underneath. It has my base suspension. Yeah, okay, I see that. Awesome. So basically, the way they're using my suspension is I like to use a normal spring and an inverted spring. So I usually go with my wheel to my hub, up to my normal spring, over to an inverted, and then down to the chassis. And what that does is it simply allows the wheel to move up one block and down one block or 2 blocks, however long it is. It's a lot easier than putting arms and whatnot. It's a lot less laggy than how I used to do it. And I've got a few videos on it, I'm sure, but I might do another suspension video soon. It also looks like it is. Okay, so this is basically a McPherson strut cheat suspension, which is essentially my suspension. Okay, so the back, that's what I'm interested in. I just wanted to see how their hub went up. That's really cool. But for the important bit, let's see how it drives. Actually, I want to look at the suspension move. So I'm just going to tuck this under here. And yeah, see? The piston allows it to stretch up down. This is really good. And the engine in there. I'll check out the engine at the end. But for now, drive it. Jump. There we go. Okay, so. Nice. That looks really good. That looks really good. Okay. I love turn signals like that. Just a little glitchy when you have the it's a little glitchy when you have the lights on, that's all. This looks really good. And it handles really good too. There's that slight rear steer they were talking about. If you look really closely at that rear wheel, turns ever so slow. Actually, the inner one for the corner doesn't turn. That's kind of weird. So I'm turning right, but the back right wheel is going straight. You might want to work on that, because that's going to mess up the handling a little bit. In real life, it would really scrub your tires. But for this, it gives it a very different handling. It's actually kind of nice. It handles really good. I just wish this game wasn't so bumpy and literally everywhere. There should be proper, like, road tiles that are smooth. But, for now, this is what we get. Everywhere. Really annoying. Unless you literally, like, pave yourself. But, or in survival, I guess. You can do the other thing, but oh well. Under the hood. Let's check that out really quick. It's supposed to have a force. Indeed, it does. It has, I believe, called transverse. Another issue I'm having is the carburetor from one of the Lord Payne's mods. It's missing textures too. But this looks really good. Got your intake there to the filter box, up into the carburetor, manifold. You got your, wow, your distributor and everything. Okay. This looks really good. I'm gonna have to add so much more detail to the truck to the project I'm working on. Okay. See, this is why I'm never happy with my creations anymore. They always look so bad compared to this. And then there's no trunk. Okay. You could have put a trunk in there. Do some panels. But I am going to move on to the next one. The next one is a vanilla buggy by Lone Fox. Rick? Okay. Okay, so it's called Vanilla Buggy by the Lone Fox. Two-door radio lights, suspension. Oh, you can widen the wheelbase also. Okay, that's different. Let's see how that goes. Where are springs attached? Because that might be a little weird. No, that'll work nice. Okay. It looks like it pushes out the arms over here. Yeah. So it just extends the arms, which will give it a lot more travel, a lot more stability. Highway lights. Been seeing something like that in quite some time. Where does that go? Here's what that does. It's a door. Radio headlights. Headlight. Raise and widen. That's just widen. More. Okay. So let's try it just normal for now. This is really cool. It looks like a survival scrap buggy. It really does. Other than the physics in survival wouldn't really be okay with this, it'd probably be flopped on the ground. Here. I will give a good example of what I'm talking about. I would love to have this already. I know I'm kind of like cutting myself off. I'm going to slow down a bit. Already, I would love to have this in Survivor. It looks perfect for Survivor. However, if we go like this is basically what would happen in Survival. Go. There we go. That is how Survival handles proper suspension and stuff. Torque on anything. For right now, at least. But... oh no. Here we go. But for now. This is great. I love this thing. It handles really good. For some reason, it looks really cool to me. It has like that industrial buggy, built to get the job done first kind of look to it. I don't know. I don't know really how to explain what I'm thinking properly. That's one thing I've always had an issue. But I want to lift this. There we go. Widen. Go over here. It seems a lot stiffer when you lift it too. Which it technically would. You're changing preload on it. Or if we go over this again. There we go. It's a bit better. That handles really well. I'm surprised. It's fun to drive. A lot of fun to drive. This would be so much fun in single player again. If you were to make some kind of... I'm not sure. If you put the engine more forwards, I guess, in a bit of a better spot, just open up the cab area a bit. Point out way. Okay, so if you were to move... Actually, it's one thing I really like about it, is it looks like it's just built to work. It's just everything is set where it's easy to access, and the way it would be if you're throwing it together, trying to survive. But I think if the engine was more to here, it could easily go right here. It would free up a little bit of space. I'm trying to think of how to make it like a two-seater maybe. Or leave it like this, a single-seater. Just make like a little trailer for more storage. A little trailer, use the same suspension. Maybe cut here back. Hatch it with a U-joint, little trailer, same suspension and everything, but with a couple chests on. Maybe some water and stuff. I think that would be incredible for survival. This would be so good. So good. But I have to move on. Getting out upstairs as usual because phones are too hard to use. Okay. Next is Trophy Truck 2 by T-Sock. I like calling it T-Sock better. Please do not copy it, of course. My old truck, but better. It has better front suspension geometry, unequal wishbone lengths. Okay. I haven't even started with it. Same rear, shorter wheelbase. Still takes bumps like a champ. Rebound still sucks. Bunch of details like shock reservoirs, fender flares from your mod. Included a model of the truck without a body. Okay, cool. So this is this, but without a body. Got it. I'm going to remove that. Separate them. Okay, so your upper arms. Oh, okay. So you connect your lower ones in the middle. That works. That would work really well. I can't. Oh. Okay, I appreciate that. This is made without any of the bearings. So you can just, and without the springs. I've been wanting to do versions like this of my stuff for tutorials' sake, but this is great. So yeah, the lower arms connect in the middle. Those look really good. More glitch welding, but just the way you get it to line up, it looks really good. And then the upper ones are one shorter, and that would just help with alignment and whatnot. I'll show it on that one really quick. The same rear. Just it's such a good looking chassis. The interior looks great too. That's probably the air for the drivers, it looks like. Really good looking engine too. That's what would be. And this is with the body on it. Said with your new fender. Oh, okay, that's what the other one was supposed to look like. The other one, I believe, was shiny. It probably needed to look like this. This looks really good, especially with the body on. You could have done what I did with mine. It would have been... It's a little bit harder and a little bit of work. You're glitch welding it would... But... It's not even glitch welding. So never mind. You can use the one decoupler and just push a button and the body comes up, like I did with mine, but this makes it less complex and easier to build. There's the suspension. I'm going to lift it up so you can actually see it. That looks so good. I love the new suspension you're working on. Looks so good. And the links and whatnot. Just the sway bar just tucked under there out of the way. You can't even tell it's there, but it is. And it helps. It's crazy. It looks so good. I'm glad people are, like, making better trophy trucks and stuff than mine. Remember for a while I was the only one doing it, but now, look at this. It's amazing. Makes me happy. Happy, happy, happy. All of the suspension shop. Just looks so... Especially with your coilovers, I keep saying it. Okay. Gotta take it for a spin. I believe it was the last one for this week. So. Gotta take it for a spin. Come on, here we go. Really nice interior. And it's exactly what I'd expect in a Baja truck. Nice. Okay, let's go. I want to take the jumps a little bit. Sway bar doing its thing back there. Keeping the truck nice and stable. Yeah, rebound still sucks. It's really bouncy. But this is awesome. It stays oddly level in the air. It's kind of funny. It handles kind of weird, but really well at the same time. It's kind of funny. This is awesome. Looks so good. You can see when the front suspension compresses, the wheels camber in. That's from the shorter arm on top, and that's why you do that. Alright, let's go back this way. Then I think I'm going to end this episode here. Or there, I guess, not here. If it could hold a bit more speed over those, it would handle them amazing. This is so cool, and it handles and just looks so good. Every time you send in a truck now, I just end up gushing over it. I feel kind of bad for everyone else. I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, it's just I spend so much more time on your stuff. It looks so good. White body with like a gold chassis, blue arms, blue links, and like a silver gold axle, so like silver gold hubs. that would look really good. But for now, I get to endure, however you want to say it, some lag for a minute while I spawn everything for the thumbnail. I don't know why I do this. It makes it so laggy when I do. And it's so annoying to deal with. But need to make a proper like showroom and whatnot. If anyone wants to make a map for community builds, if you even want to go to the extent of making tiles for it, like I'm not asking anyone to do it. I'm just saying if someone feels like doing it, make a map for community builds. We need a spot to check out buildings, we need a spot to test cars, test trucks, so like a normal racetrack, a dirt racetrack. We need spots for boats and airplanes, just an all-around testing area. If anyone can... shift for a second. If anyone can make a testing map for community builds to show off stuff, I will absolutely make an episode dedicated to just that. Showing off what they made for our series. Because it's not just my video, I'm the one that makes it, but you guys send in all the content for it. I couldn't do it if it wasn't for you. So if someone wanted to make a map for it, that would be incredible. But for now, that's it for this video. We have some more awesome creations. And yeah, like usual, other than the trophy truck on the end on the far right, I already forgot who made it, fortunately. I feel bad, but other than that, I believe the rest you can download and try out yourself. And I highly recommend you do. But for now, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.